Another day, another dollar. Today we're going to be trading, not using charts. We will not be using charts. What's happening though today? I'm just going to give you a brief overview. We can see that the market has been trending up quite a bit. You can see it. We started off somewhere down here and now we are trending up. We are accepting these higher prices, meaning everything is bullish. However, we will not be trading off of the charts. We will be trading using this right here, which is the order flow. Okay, we will be trading based off the order flow, meaning we will take a look at what we see happening inside the market in real time. Where do we see aggressive buying? Where do we see aggressive selling? That is what gives us very precise entries. Okay, it's currently 8:40 a.m. New York time, so the market isn't even open yet. It's not that exciting at this hour, to be completely fair. However, everything is very bullish. I will be trading this market based off of the correlation of these two markets, meaning if either one goes up, the other one should also go up. If that doesn't happen, we have a divergence, for example. So if the Nasdaq, for example, shoots up, yet the ES goes down, which is the leading market, by the way, then this move in the Nasdaq is probably not of any substance and it will come back down. Just to give you a quick overview of what might be happening. Overall, though, guys, like I said, everything is bullish. We see a very nice move to the upside. The auction quality here was extremely nice. Went up to this level of liquidity here. Now the market is just accumulating a bit at this range above, meaning it's building up a position, hopefully. It's just taking a breather right now. And now we see that we have some liquidity all the way up here. So that might be a potential target for us for our trades. Right now, you can see the market's going up. Small move to the downside. However, aggressive buying came back in. So that looks pretty good to us. And now it's just a matter of, can we find a nice entry or not? Right now, we got to wait, see what the market gives us. Now we see some more aggressive buying coming in, so that's picture perfect. It plays with our trend. We just got to see and wait if there is some more buying coming in. If so, then we might have our first setup very soon, which is a trade to the upside, a long trade, all right? That would be the goal. A nice bullish trade. Auction quality here in the Nasdaq is pretty good for a breakout to the upside. Just giving this some more time, obviously, because this is not the full setup yet. And I'm glad I did, because you don't want to see that happening when you are going in long right here. Obviously, like I said, pre-market, so don't expect huge moves at this hour right now. Just quick scalps. I'm a scalper, meaning I'm in and out of my trades, usually extremely quick, because I run a business. I don't have that much time. I need to be in and out of the markets within 15, 20, 30 minutes a day, make a couple $1,000 and then just get out, right? That's my goal every single day. Now, what do we see? The market is definitely pushing down right now, which is beautiful. Overall, though, lots of buying in here in this upper end of the day. So if we take a look at what the day has been, obviously, guys, you can see we have lots and lots of buying here, lots of volume being printed, meaning the market is accepting these prices up here. So everything is as bullish as it gets. Bad place for short traders. And now we got to wait and see what happens. Sometimes what happens is that the market goes towards these levels of liquidity, sweeps this liquidity, meaning the market is someone is building up a position. A big market player usually is building up his position at levels of liquidity before the market then finally goes all the way back up. What do we see here? We see that this move is pretty much of no substance, very bad auction quality, neither buying nor selling that came in. Very little transaction happening here at the lower end of this range, which is good to see, obviously. And now we just wait, got to see what happens. Overall, like I mentioned, everything is as bullish as it gets. We might now see a sweep of this liquidity down here that I mentioned. There it is. Right, do you see this? Liquidity here, some liquidity here. We might see this being swept now. There it is. And now the question is, where can we enter for a nice reversal trade to the upside, right? That is our overarching goal. This move is not of any substance, most likely. That's just what you gotta know, okay? This move is not of any substance right now. The only thing is, where can we get in now? Where can we get in to the upside? Where do we have an edge? We have an edge somewhere right here where the first buyers stepped in, right? This is where some buyers stepped in and pushed the market upwards, okay? So that is exactly where I'm trying to get my first entry. Okay, we are now in the market, as you can see. This is a reversal trade, and now we expect a quick move to the upside, and if that happens, we have our first win of the day. Quick stop, meaning quick profit target, but also quick loss, stop loss, because we do expect a quick move to the upside. If this happens, great. If it doesn't, then we're out, which is also fine. Right now, this looks pretty solid for me. Couple confluences here for this trade. Obviously, we went down with pretty bad auction quality towards this level where buyers stepped in and pushed the market upwards previously. So this level is likely going to get defended. Some nice absorption here, meaning someone passively bought up every single contract down here at this level of liquidity. And now I'm just waiting for the market to push a tiny bit back up. Should work out hopefully quite soon. Once we see some momentum coming in, this looks pretty good. In the NASDAQ, you can see the market is pushing some contracts back up. And once we have this done, then we are out. NASDAQ ES is kind of slow right now, not really doing anything. Overall idea is still valid. So that's sometimes all you need, guys. You can see this trade now, obviously. If it works out, we are up a couple $100. Just like, what is it, 3 contracts in this trade for about 4 ticks. So that's not a whole lot, right? You can see that every tick is worth $12.50. Okay, $12.50 times 4. What is that? That's $50. Okay, and $50 times 3 contracts. That's $150 per account, though. And this trade gets multiplied across multiple accounts, which is the cool thing about trading. So if you win this, you're obviously up quite a bit, multiplied across many accounts, right? That is always the goal. And that's why trading is so scalable, because my work stays the same. If I trade with 1 contract or 3 or 5 or 10 contracts, it doesn't really matter. My work stays the same. I just increase my trading size. And because the markets are so liquid, I can pretty much scale in lots of contracts. Obviously not unlimited, but lots of contracts, right? And then if I make this work and I am profitable with just 1 trade, pre-market, I could be done for the day, right? I could be done for the day. Now we do want to see the market obviously push up. That's beautiful. I'm going to decrease my risk now to break even, because I don't want to lose this anymore in case the market turns back around. Because we did see a slight absorption there at this level. That's exactly what I wanted to. I read this perfectly. We saw some aggressive buying coming in, which should have pushed the market all the way back up, but it didn't happen. And because it didn't happen, I wanted to get out of my position. Okay. So sometimes you got to react depending on what the market gives you, obviously. Just got to be a bit cautious always at all times. What do we see right now? Some heavy selling coming in here. The selling is being rewarded right now. We can see the market is pushing down quite easily compared to up. So my exit here was picture perfect. That was my first trade. That was a break-even trade, obviously, as you guys have seen. And I guess that call was pretty good. You got to be dynamic sometimes, meaning if the market doesn't give you what you expect and what you want, then obviously you need to get out. Right now we have some pretty good auction quality here at the lower level of this range right here. However, since we're still bullish in general, we do got to be a bit careful. Got to be very, very cautious at these levels, just because the overall trend is bullish. All right. And that's why if you go for a trade to the downside right now, for example, which you might do, when you see this auction quality here and then some aggressive selling coming in, you might want to do that. But you got to be very, very cautious if you do that. All right. So my first trade here was a lot better, simply based on the fact that it's playing with the overall trend. And we had a couple confluences here. Now the market seems to be pushing lower. You can see this here, pretty good. There isn't a whole lot of trading going on. However, the market is zigzagging a bit tighter and tighter and tighter, which is usually a good sign for a breakout to the downside. Didn't happen. Instead, we saw the opposite, some buying coming in, which is not the worst thing. In case this buying stays here, then we see the first buyer stepping in at this previous level here, which got defended then. But the buying needs to step in, needs to get more aggressive for us to obviously place a trade, which would then be the same idea, right? Overall, though, I don't like the market trading a whole lot down here. I would like to see a quick reaction to the upside, which was my first trade idea, obviously, guys. And so right now, this is just a level where you got to be a bit cautious, a bit careful, because the market might just go down. We see some selling coming in right here, guys. Look at this, right? Nasdaq is pushing up while the ES is pushing lower. That is interesting. Small divergence, nothing to trade though. Right, you can see the ES is not at the higher end of this range, while the Nasdaq is already at the top. Now we see some speed coming in. Nasdaq is pushing up. Nasdaq is pushing up. Gotta wait and see. Gotta wait and see if there's more buying coming in. Trying to get filled here. All right, just get filled. Same idea right now, just because I saw some buying coming in, some volume coming in. You can see lots more contracts being traded right here. So that's the idea, that the market now is ready for this push up. Once we had some more buying coming in, the buyer stepped in right here. You can see it's pushing up the market right now. Buying is being rewarded in the Nasdaq at least. And that's the idea as well when it comes to the ES. So now we need to see a quick move to the upside. There it is. Perfect. One more take. Securing our trade again at break even. Hoping we get filled now, obviously for a win. Market is hesitating at that level. Market is hesitating. Nasdaq is pushing further up. First trade for a nice take profit, guys. Ta-da! At 8:53 a.m. New York time. This right here, guys. That's a cool thing. I'm now about 10 or 15 minutes in, I guess, right? And the cool thing is, this right here, guys, this right here, 3 contracts, $12.50 per contract. Okay, so every tick is worth $12.50 in the ES, right? So I just placed this trade here, and if I would have traded this with only 1 contract, and I have a stop loss and a take profit of 4 ticks, that would have been a profit of $50. And since I traded with 3 contracts, guys, my profit now was $150. Not a whole lot, right? Nothing too exciting. I know it's nothing too exciting. However, you can place this trade and copy it across multiple accounts, multiple prop trading firm accounts. And the cool thing is that 150 that you just made, if you have 10 accounts, just turned into $1,500. $1,500 that you just made in, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes trading, whatever. $1,500 in this session alone with a Very, very predictable trade. High, high, high confluence. So many things speaking for this trade. I called it here, didn't happen, got out at the perfect moment, didn't even get stopped out here because I called this perfectly that I need to get out at that moment. Then I saw the market pushing up in the Nasdaq, buyers being rewarded, went in, went out, quick profit. All right. If you have 20 accounts, because you can have lots of these prop trading firm accounts, lots of these. That's $3,000 in profit. Guys, in profit, if you are an entrepreneur and you make money with your business, when was the last time you could pull out $1,500, $3,000 in pure profit out of your business in a single day? Many times it's quite difficult because you need to reinvest your money. You need to pay employees. You need to do this, you need to do that, whatever. The markets are such a great opportunity, in my opinion, because you can do this next to your business. You look for certain setups in the market and they come around so many times every single day. Every 10, 15, 20 minutes, there's a nice setup, all right? You just wait for these setups, get in, get out, and take your profit. All right, guys? Gotta be patient, gotta be cool, and that's how it works. Beautiful. If you want to learn this, by the way, click the link in the description or in the comments down below. I'm working with entrepreneurs who want to learn this, who want to scale their income next to their own business by trading the markets with high prediction trades. These trades are as good as they come. It's not even complicated to learn. Many people believe that trading is super complicated. No, it's not, guys. I'm not even using charts. Most of these guys that try to teach you how you can trade whatever, they tell you, oh, I can see this, I can see that, whatever. No, guys, all of that is absolute nonsense. I'm sorry. They're using indicators, they're using this, they're using that. I am sorry, but that doesn't work. Why, guys? Because if you trade using the heat map, which is what you can see right here, you can actually take a look inside these candles. You can see what's happening inside these candles. Is there aggressive buying? Is there aggressive selling? Is there passive buying, passive selling? What's the auction quality? Where is liquidity? All of these things. You get so many data points, and every data point is like a piece to the puzzle. And if you can piece them together and your puzzle becomes complete, you can make money trading. All right. What do we see now? We can see that obviously in the Nasdaq, we're at the upper end of this range. We're not there yet in the ES. However, auction quality here looks pretty good. The Nasdaq is pushing up. Needs to push up a bit more. We need to see a bit more buying coming in. However, this looks pretty bullish to me, right? I might call this a day right now because I'm already one up, and one trade is usually enough to call it a day. In case I get some very obvious setups, obviously I'll stay in, but this right now I'm already very happy. I might wait for about 30 minutes until the market opens, which is in 30 minutes, because then the market is a bit faster and I can show you some more stuff in case something interesting happens. But trading can be so freaking easy, guys. It doesn't have to be complicated. Many people say trading is difficult. No, it's not. It's simple. It's very simple, but it's not easy. That's the truth. Because you need to stay disciplined. You need to work on your setups. You need to make sure that you actually only trade your setups and nothing else. If you lose a trade, how do you react to that loss? Are you getting emotional? Are you trying to make back all your winnings? Are you increasing your size to interesting. So let's say you lost $150 per account, okay? Are you now going in with double the size for your next trade so you can make back what you just lost? No, guys, don't do that. Have a strategy with high win rates, a good risk to reward, either high win rates and a moderate risk to reward. That's what I like to do. So I trade usually with a 1-to-1 risk to reward, but I like to have high win rates of like 70, 80%, whatever. But other traders prefer, for example, a 50% win rate, but a 2-to-1 risk to reward, which is also fine. Everybody can do what they want, as long as what you do ends up being a profitable system. I don't care what you do, okay? I don't care what you do. Right now, I told you guys we're at this upper end of the spectrum here in the NASDAQ. Right now we see some buying coming in, which is beautiful. In case we see the market push up from this level, then we might be able to place another trade either in the ES or actually in the NASDAQ itself. Gotta wait and see what happens. This is pretty bullish. We can see some speed coming in. This is beautiful, 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 beautiful. Trying to get filled now. All right, just got filled. And now we expect a quick move to the upside because we had some speed coming in, meaning the market got more aggressive. It's just like an auction, right? If you have a car for sale, for example, in an auction, if there's a cheap price, what happens? Lots of people buy, right? They say, oh, 30 grand for that car is cheap. So 31, 32, 33, 34, boop, 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 right? Lots of buying comes in. But once things become expensive, the auction gets slower and slower and slower. So when you see this happening, what just happened, we see that we are at the top of this range. We are bullish in general, right? We're at the top of this range. And then we see aggressive buying coming in. That means the auction now tells us, hey, this is cheap. And if something is cheap, supply and demand, price goes up. That's exactly what just happened. Another win, guys. Second win of the day. Is this complicated? Does this look complicated to you guys? I don't think so. If you want to learn this, if you want to know exactly how this works, you want to get the same setups, you want to know exactly what to take into consideration before placing a trade, where to place your stop losses, where to take profits, and all of that good stuff in and out of your market with a nice profit. Guys, click the link down below. I'm going to call it a day now. Didn't expect for the market to be that obvious. I traded my first trade here, 8:45. That's where I placed it. Second trade at 9 o'clock. So that's about 15 minutes. I think I started talking and recording about 5 minutes prior. So that's about 20 minutes of actual trading right now. Done for the day with a very nice profit. 100% win rate right now. Scalping the markets with very obvious setups. Guys, show me a business. Show me a business where you can make that type of money in this amount of time. There's not that many. There's not that many. And that's the cool thing about trading, guys. If you are an entrepreneur, you're already at a certain level in your life. You know that it requires work to learn something, yes, but once you've learned something and you multiply that with capital, which you can get through prop trading firms. I have lots of videos on my channel about that. Check them out. I don't care. You multiply capital with a working strategy, and you make very low risk trades in every single account that you have. To give you an example, right now I'm risking $150 to make $150 per account. So let's just go ahead with the example. If I only had this one account, I just made $300. Okay. Not really exciting, right? No. But multiply that by 20 trading days. That's 6 grand. That might pay your rent, and for 4K a month, your rent, and maybe a Porsche, 2K a month. Just by doing this. 6K every single month. And that's just one account, guys. It doesn't require any more work for you to multiply that times 2, for example, if you have another trading account. And now 6K turns into 12K. Your work stayed the same, but you now made double the income, double the money. Interesting, right? Yes, exactly. That's why trading is so freaking scalable. Because all you need to do is add more capital to your strategies that are already working. This is why I love this game. I'm already done working right now. I'm just ranting right now. Guys, I want you to learn this. If you are an entrepreneur, click the link in the description down below. Talk to me. We will see if you are a fit for my mentorship. 10 traders every single month. 10 max. Because it's going to be one-on-one. I'm going to give you feedback on your trades. Me, myself, and I. I'm going to watch your trades, record them, send them over to me. And I'm going to tell you, hey, this is where you messed up. And hey, this is what you should have done. this was good, this was bad. And if you want to get feedback one-on-one, actual one-on-one feedback, good proper feedback, me going through your trades, me showing you my strategies, everything in between, from A to Z, from beginner to expert, click the link down below, and I'll talk to you soon. And without further ado, guys, that's it. I'm going to call it a day. See you hopefully tomorrow. Bye-bye.